Hey man, awesome show tonight, huh?
It's pretty awesome. Goddamn.
Wasn't yeah, I believe it was Mosquito Hawk.
I believe it was a friend of mine. I used to manage a band that John, the guitar player, was in back in the 80s, a band called The Noses. And,
oh, yes.
John was a guitar player in that band. And yeah, so we used to hang out and come to shows downtown. And we saw a lot of great shit. There was so many good shows down here in that day, back in the 80s and early 90s. And we went to they took me to see Nirvana, and I'd never heard of them. Because even though, well, I wasn't the manager of the band yet, but I was hanging out with those guys, and they were all listening to like early British Invasion kind of stuff, you know, Yardbirds and
yeah.
Who and stuff like that. So they said, well, we're gonna go see this band called Nirvana. And I don't know who Nirvana is, but I'm like, all right, whatever, we're hanging out.
Oh, well.
So we're gonna go, and it was at the Reko Muse.
Reko Muse?
Reko Muse, which is not there anymore.
Oh, look at that button.
Holy shit.
That's a nice haircut. I didn't know it was that clean.
Oh, yeah. So we go down and we see the show, and here's these guys, and I've never heard of them, and I've never seen them before, but they put on a kick-ass show. They were really, really good.
Yeah.
But they were also really polished. And at one point, I turned to my buddy, and it was John, and I said, well, this guy's seen a lot of MTV. He really knew what he was doing. He had the whole moves down. I think that was even before, I think it was before Dave Grohl was in the band. I think Chad Channing.
Chad Channing, yeah.
And in fact, that's why we were there, because Kelly, the drummer of the Noses, was friends with Chad Channing, and
oh, wow.
knew him. And so we go to the show, and what's up, man? Hey, baby. And so we're in there, and we're watching the show, and it's badass. And then at the end of it, we're all filing out, and we walk past, and their equipment's in ruin because Kurt fell on the drum kit. And but I walked by, and he was standing there, and you know, getting his stuff, his gear together.
Yeah.
And I said, "Hey, man, I love your set. It was very musical," which is a line actually from a Woody Allen movie. Mm-hmm. Which he might have known because he was a smart cat, but he looks at me and he growls.
Well, I envy
so that
you.
was my meeting with greatness. That was the only words I exchanged with Kurt.
That is cool. That's a show that they shot the photo for the Bleach album.
Yeah, the cover. Yeah, it's on that.
The cover. Yeah.
Yep. That's
Reko Muse. Wow, that's an awesome story, man. Thanks for sharing that.
Oh, okay.